right, so I'm sitting in a truck, not my truck, a company truck, and in Iowa somewhere, at a truck stop, and something is occurring to me for the first time. For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm currently a truck driver whose plan is to build a data firm for freight brokers, and that's the thing that I've been building for the last several months. And really, I've been in the learning phase of that journey, so I've just been learning as much as I can about data analysis and data engineering, and figuring out how to tailor that knowledge to a freight broker and bringing value to their business. And I'm sitting here as a trucker, and my initial plan was to do this for this particular trucking job for about 6 months. It pays more than most, but it's riskier. So I'm gonna do it for about 6 months, have a nice nest egg, and then invest that money in running ads to my business and that kind of stuff. Because by then I would have learned everything that I have needed to learn as a data engineer. Like, I've been taking courses, hiring mentors and that kind of stuff. And there's a moment, like, I'm only 3 weeks into this particular job, 2 weeks into this particular job, and I just had a moment as I was pulling into this truck stop. Like, if you're a trucker and you're watching this, you're aware of the risks we take on as truck drivers. And I'm comparing that risk to the limited upside. Like, all right, so this particular trucking job, on a great month, you were running your ass off and grossing $12,000 in that month. Now, that doesn't include taxes. Taxes would be your only expense. So, like, you would take home somewhere between $8,000 and $9,000 net. So that's $100,000 a year for the risk we take on as truck drivers. Now, if you are a trucker, you know that there are ways to mitigate that risk, driving safely, doing proper trip planning to understand what the road conditions are and that kind of stuff. But the risk is there still. And for that, like, this is what I'm risking, like, my body for that, $100,000 a year. And, like, it just puts things into perspective, because, like, there's certain things that I've been afraid of my whole life, like embarrassment. I not judgment, really, not embarrassment, but like, it wasn't until I'm just turned 30. It wasn't until, like, I was like 28, 29 that I really started to get over that. But it's a piece of it's still there, and the comparison is ridiculous. Like, a sales job, for instance, or a sales career, sales business, sales and marketing business, the upside, you could make $1 million. And what's your risk? Fucking embarrassment? I'm here risking my actual life and I'm nervous about embarrassment? It really puts things into perspective, and like, I'm not gonna make the kind of money that would make the transition into data engineering easy doing this anytime soon. And really, I feel like it's time I go all in and figure out a way to be of value to a freight broker now. And the reward of being, for being of value to a business is money. So if I could be of value to a freight broker today, given my skill set and my limited knowledge, but I still have knowledge about coding and data engineering. If I could figure out a way to be of value to them today, I can make money in that capacity today. And I don't need to wait 6, 7, 8 months. I'm tired. Like, I've only been doing this shit for 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And I'm sick of it. Like, I'm driving cross country on fucking mountains. Some roads have ice on them. Like, it's just like, the risk isn't worth the reward. Now, if this job paid significantly more, I could then do the math in my head and figure out if the thing that I'm risking is worth the upside. But the upside is so capped. Like, it's so capped. It's $100,000. What is that? And it just. So I guess I wanted to publicly document this moment. Maybe, I don't know, but it's December 4th, actually. One of my favorite artist and entrepreneurial minds, inspiration. It's his birthday today, so it's hard to forget that. And that was, you didn't need that information, but this is where I'm at, and I'm gonna figure something out. Right now, I have nothing to sell. I have no way of monetizing my skill set. Nothing comes to mind, but you're gonna see a change in my public profile, like my Insta, my LinkedIn, and as of today, you're gonna start to see something different. And I want to make that. I wanted to make this pivot point public. If anyone cares to even fucking watch this, but one day someone will, and I hope I can inspire you by this moment or with this moment. I've had my entrepreneurial heroes have had similar moments in their past where they were doing something that was insanely risky and they saw the upside of something else. And they had been committed to that thing for years, but suddenly they saw that the scales were tipping and the risk was significantly more than the reward. So they made the transition. And this is my version of that. So you might be in a similar situation, and I hope to inspire you to take that leap. One day this will be inspiring. In the meantime, keep hustling and love you. I guess. I don't know.